I should warn ya, you're in close corner. Hey, I should warn ya, you're in close corner. Ow.
The ladies will kick it, the rhymes that are wicked. Those that don't know how to be pros get evicted. A woman can bear you, break you, take you. Now it's time to rhyme. Can you relate to a sister dope enough to make you holler and scream? Yo, let me take it from here, queen.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to the latest edition of Glow's Corner. Mark the day. This is the day that Glow's Corner up its production value because I used a prop. I was using a little headpiece joint just to play a little homage, if you will, to the goddess, the empress, the one and only Queen Latifah, Moni Love, ladies first, one of my favorite hip-hop joints, period poo. See what I did there? You know what I'm saying? Do the cross reference. Yeah, so this is the latest edition of Glow's Corner, and it's me, your girl, Glow Shines, Shizzy, Glow Baby, Flow Crazy, Flyanna Ross, Eyeball Bella, all of that. The aliases are beginning to grow, you know what I'm saying? And I'm always open to new aliases. Amy Rhymehouse. We're talking about women in hip-hop, better known as female Emcees. And I have grown tired of that title. I don't enjoy that title anymore. So I usually just say women Emcees lately. I know it takes a little, it really don't take no extra syllable usage to say it, but it doesn't roll as easy, maybe because we're just used to saying it. But, you know, talking about women Emcees in hip hop, I really came from, I've been thinking about this for a very long time, actually, being a woman MC. But also it just was amplified recently because I was in the studio doing my woman MC shit, you know, kicking them hot fire bars and shit. And as my session ended, another session was coming in. That session was the DC MC extraordinaire, Let the Dirt Say Amen. You know what I'm saying? And I'm chilling. I'm not doing nothing on a Saturday, Friday night. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'll stick around. Can I stick around and just hear the bars? And, you know, it was basically a bar mitzvah. Apparently it was bars everywhere. It was just overwhelming. And, you know, I got to stay there and chill. And, you know, as I'm looking around, what I'm noticing is that his peoples are there. You know what I'm saying? And they not like all necessarily on the track. They just there supporting him, showing love, head nodding, giving him that sign of approval that, yo, yes, my neck knows it's fat. This is dope. What you're doing, we appreciate it. More, please. What you're doing is correct. Just this type of support I just came to a realization like, dang, I'll never be like this in the lab, yo. Y'all know how I give it up. I'm dolo, solo, glolo, dolo from state to state. I say that with like pride, but really I don't always want to be by myself, goddammit. But, you know, I usually go to the lab by myself as well. And just being in that session, I was realizing how much better the session was because his people was there. I mean, he was already killing. The bars are already at a very high tier. But just to have that other exchange of energy, that cycle, that cipher, just amplified what it was. And I was just like, dang, I never get that, you know. And there's been times I have recorded with women. Shouts out to Woo Bangs. I did an all women joint on my first album. Then I did #Melanin with Miss Mika, S. Dot, Miscellaneous, and Etta Flames. We did that joint. Still, you can find that on YouTube. Plug #Melanin over there. So I've had experiences being in the studio or on a set of a video with all women MCs and having that exchange, you know, and I'm very fortunate to know so many women MCs and actually like really rock with them and be cool with them. But, you know what I'm saying, just to be honest, like within the realm of hip hop, it's just rare. You know what I'm saying? It's rare. It's common for me to go to the studio and be the only woman. It's common for me to go to a concert, you know what I'm saying, that I like and be 15% of the population. That's a little insight for y'all ladies if y'all trying to pick up some dudes. Even though I'm gonna tell you, like, so it's not a Mac place, but it's always a male dominant space, needless to say. And I just become used to it and accustomed to it. And, you know, and in that moment, I was just thinking, like, what would it be like to be in the lab and have my girls giving me this head nod. And I have a lot of women friends, and very few do I have that are into hip hop the way I am. And in the ones that I do, we don't be going to the studio with each other. You know what I'm saying? We unless we are doing a song together. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just usually coming to your session unless you just really want me to come. And you're not coming to my sessions. More of like an inconvenience. I'm just like, I don't, I just be going whenever. So that part, it's really rare to just have like, I have had these deep intellectual pontifications and deep dives with men about hip hop and rap and somebody's song and when Guru and who he is, and you know what I'm saying. And it's just rare to have that type of deep intellectualizing of hip hop, rap music, the genre, the culture, all that. With women. Not to say that it doesn't happen. I don't want to keep saying that. Just let that be known throughout this conversation. I'm not saying never to none of this. I'm just acknowledging the rarity of it. Yeah, the rarity of it. And I was just like, is this having something to do with the way women support each other? And I don't think that is the case. I just think that it's just the genre. I have a lot of women friends and they support me in other ways. They my therapists. They listen to my problems. They listen to me like boo and cry and do crazy, be crazy. And, they do hood rat shit with me sometimes. But we gonna brunch all day. We gonna vacation. We gonna do all that good shit. But it's just, they not coming to my sessions. Of course, I've always thought about this topic to a degree because I have literally always been rapping. I've been rapping since I was 4 years old. And I always noticed when there was a woman rapper, and I was always immediately excited. And I can say that excitement declined significantly after Lauryn Hill. I really like Foxy. I really like Little Kim, Queen Latifah, Moni Love, all of them. You know what I'm saying? Rod Digger. But then after Lauryn Hill, there were just less for me that I rock with, because I tend to, like 90s. I don't know. Needless to say, there were less women MCs that I rock with, you know what I'm saying? And I found myself declining my listening. And it was already probably low compared to the number of men that I listen to, just by pure statistics. Mathematically, it's just impossible to, if you love hip hop, to even compare the number of men MCs you listen to the women MCs. But there was this interview with Sean P. I shade to Sean P. I know he is the MCs. Everybody loves Sean P. He did the interview talking about how he don't like or listen to women MCs, and he was so adamant. It was like, you get to check the interview out. And man, when I tell you I was big mad, I was like insulted. Like, he personally attacked me, like, Sean P don't fuck with Glow Shines. But you not listening to Glow Shines shit? You don't rock with Glow Shines? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I was just so mad. I was like, why does this upset me so? You know what I'm saying? Like it really was a personal dagger. He was like, he don't rock with Rod Digger. No, I'm like, yo, he don't rock with women MCs. He just can't listen. And I'm sure he's not the only person that feels like that. Even somebody who's like deeply into rap, hip hop. But he said it, and he said it in a very raw and unapologetic way, which made it worse. So I'm thinking about this and internalizing it as I'm getting mad at Sean P. I had to be like, yo, Glow Shines. You don't listen to women MCs. That's my hip hop confession. Like, after Lauryn Hill and all that, like, I sort of just stopped, and even before that, like, that's maybe the extent of women MCs that I listen to. Like, I had a Foxy Brown album that I will listen to multiple times. I listened to Lauryn Hill multiple times, which is easily not a hip hop album. It has like a few rap songs on it, and she's a rapper. But The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, as I learned from my good homie Moose, is not really a rap album. It's basically an R&B album with rap on it. So there's not many albums with women that I just like knock, that I just go in with, and it's just easy to like get removed from entertaining and ingesting it. I say that it's like Black history. You know what I'm saying? We're taught their story, quote unquote. I actually have a song about it. We're taught their story, which is the general Euro-American history. But it's indoctrinated in us. But if we want to learn Black history or the history of the original people in this country, we have to make an intentional effort to find that information, to cross-reference, to do that, to feed ourselves that knowledge. And that is the same with like women MCs, women rappers. I mean, it is becoming more popular now. And even though there are a bunch of women that are popular and on the forefront, the variety is not there as far as the women that are being presented. Now, when you make your concentrated and your intentional effort and dig, you will find that there is a great variety of women MCs currently that are barred up. They got flows, they got stage presence, they got all those elements that we so love in hip hop. And it has to be a choice. You know what I'm saying? Like after I made that realization and Sean P brought me to a place of recognizing my own flaws in this space, I was like, yo, let me dig deeper. Let me see what's going on, and started listening to some of the younger people or people that I miss, and really just giving them an opportunity. I still am not in a place where I should be. I still am more prone to maybe listening in depth, listening multiple times to an album that is a male album. But I am working and making a concentrated effort. And even another aspect is even like the way I relate, like as many women rappers and rappers that I know, I actually know a lot of dope rappers. Like the support that I give them is just different than the support that I give men rappers and MCs. I don't know why that is. I honestly think it's like this indoctrination thing. I don't see or view them as competition, and not because it's like, ain't nobody fucking with Glow Shines, kid. But it's just because I just don't see competition. I'm a one of one. There's no one like me, and there's no one that can interpret hip hop the way that I do. It's always going to be uniquely mine because I am using my authentic voice, and I am not attempting to bite anyone. You might see or experience some of my influences, but I'm always going to come from, a true place. So in that way, can't nobody fuck with me. How humble. This is my MC shit. But so the competition aspect, I think there is some kind of ingrained misogyny, favoring men overall, just because it's just this how we were raised, it's how the music is. It encourages, it uplifts men, and a lot of times it puts down and degrades women. And I be rapping them lyrics. These hoes ain't tricking, homie can't have all that shit. I rap all that shit. And in my, of course, like Chris Rock said, they ain't talking about me. But I'm rapping that shit. And if I'm, the way I believe in the power of words, if I'm talking about women, I know that I'm one of those, So I am putting that energy on women when I say those things out loud. And I'm not telling dudes to stop rapping about that. There are other things to rap about. There are ways to diversify your lyrical portfolio, if you will. This ain't about doing that. You know what I'm saying? This is just about my contribution and how I can improve, and what we all can do to improve and acknowledge and pay due homage and respect to all of the women MCs. Like I said, I know it don't flow like female MCs. This is my preference on how I like to say it. You say it how you want to say it, and pay homage and respects and bigs them up and show them love, and just big ups to all of the women rappers that have held it down and that continue to do this, often dolo, often without the head nod. You know what I'm saying? This is me giving you the head nod because my neck nose is fat. Big ups to you, yo. Peace. I am back. I just wanted to come back and just take a moment just to actually list and acknowledge all of the women MCs that I know, don't know, listen to, respect, and give you the opportunity to know where you can find some dope women MCs. So I'm just pointing and shit like they'll be there. Oh, she's dope. Nice stage presence like that. I'm going to put the names in so it's going to make more sense. Whatever, I had to tell you that. Peace.
I should warn ya, you're in Clue's Corner. I should warn ya, you're in Clue's Corner.